So we got a special guest today. Do me a favor, introduce yourself, G.
All right, it's Chess from EMF.
That's right, that's right. It's the homie right there. And so you've had quite a long journey. You know what I mean? It's been a trip. And so let's start at the beginning. What was it that drove you to hanging around with gangs and shit?
My first dog, it's like it was family culture. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
part of growing up. Fam bam, in and out of jail, seeing that type of lifestyle, and then what I mean. I just started like, how would you say, like heading towards like finding myself drift towards those type of certain people, individuals that
yeah,
that had that type of persona at the time. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
shit just started hanging out. Shit just started chilling. Then started fucking around, dog. And then shit just started going a little more and a little more. And then next you know, one thing's to one thing.
Yeah. And so you were how old when you got sentenced to the youth authority?
I was like 13, my boy.
13. So you were relatively young and shit. So at that age, it's crazy because a lot of people they are starting to get locked up. They are starting to, go to camps and placements. But you didn't have the chance to do any of that shit, huh?
Nah, I did, my boy. I straight bypassed that shit, dog. I could have had a camp. I could have went to camp, dog, but fucking nah. With my bitch ass public pretender, that shit wasn't flying, dog. So fucking I didn't go to camp. I just bypassed that shit, went to the Y.
Damn. So how long did they break you off in court when they sentenced you to away or committed
They
you to
gave me
the authority?
juvenile life. They gave
How
me
did they?
fucking yeah. They gave me 7, but fucking the youth authority could hold me till I'm 25, dog, and I could be actually eligible for parole after like 7 years. So that means I will still be able to go to board, and them motherfuckers will gun me down until I fucking reach like my 7 year mark. Then I was eligible, dog, for them motherfuckers to see if I was rehabilitated or met the criteria for fucking release.
Damn, and at 13 years old, that's young as fuck. That's the beginning of your teenage years. 7 years from that is 20, so that's all of your teenage years where you're like, damn, like that's fucked up, like that's just gone.
Hell yeah, dog. Like I was like, I ain't gonna have no chance to be no teenager, dog. No high school prom, no more dances, dog. You know what I mean? Just fuck, dog. I was dumbfounded, dog. But after I got sentenced, I went back to the holding table, shared a couple of tears and shit, dog. I was like, fuck, like I better settle in because it's gonna be a long journey.
Yeah. And so when you get to a reception, is anybody looking out for you because you're a smaller cat and shit, or how does that go?
Nah, dog. When you get to reception was like at that moment was like a dog world, dog. It was fucking just you're in it to win it, dog. Every man for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was basically it, dog. Like survival of the fittest.
Damn. So did you have any conflicts in reception?
Um, I got into it with two Lomas. They were right there, two of them cats. They tried to push up on me. Thought I was try to bug me because I'm from Flores, but nah, dog, I wasn't letting that ride. No matter, dog, the age difference or the height, dog. I was like, fuck, dog. Like if I let myself get punked now, dog, that's gonna set me off, dog. Like for the rest of my motherfucking term
Yeah.
or whatnot. So I just had to just fucking cowboy up, dog.
And so from SR, where do they send you to?
From SR, I went to Nellis, and I was in Nellis for about maybe like a month or so, and then from there, I went up north, dog. I
What
went to
did they? So why did they send you out of Nellis after a month?
fucking because of my age. There was a lot of more older people there and shit. Right there, you had motherfuckers at that time. She had motherfuckers there. They were like fucking like 20, 22. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and shit, dog. So they're like, my counselor at that time felt that I would be taken advantage of, brainwashed and shit, because I was younger and shit. So they they transferred me up north to OH, where they had like a program for individuals my age.
Yeah. And how was that? How was that? Like being there with all kinds of youngsters. I know OH is a different ball game, and I mean like it's different than Dallas or Paso, you know what I mean? Because there's like Norteños up there, you got the Bay, you got Bulldogs, you know what I mean? So how was that for like a youngster like you?
Man, I went up there. It tripped me out, dog, because everybody's lingo was different. Everybody was talking different, dog. And I was just like, man, these motherfuckers are some weird ass cats up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, and shit, dog. And then the homie Crook from Cultivato 7 O's, fucking, when I hit my building up there, that fool was there. That fool put me up on game and let me know how the things was running and shit.
Yeah.
So then fucking, we went from there, dog. And then that fool got transferred out to another building after he got into it. He got into it and shit. And I think and trade our school sometime. But then
yeah.
the Hudas didn't want him on my right there in our little unit on Glen anymore, so they transferred that fool and shit to a older unit to Calaveras. Transferred that fool over there, and that fool was over there, and then that fool was fucking up, and then the homie got transferred.
Damn. And how long were you in OH?
I was there for about good 4.5 years, 5, I would say.
Damn. And how was that? Like fucking was there like were you outnumbered or was like were there times where like because I know it's a different ball game up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how are the rules up there?
They're different. They're way different than to the rules. Fucking in Dallas and TS and shit. Like up there, I guess they had a rule like of a homie fucked up, like, but they didn't like if he fucked up like a minor fuck up, that fool he'll get put on the child list, which was you don't associate for that fool. That fool gets put on the shine for 13 days.
All
That fool
right.
just so you know what I mean. That for 13 days, that fool just by him just nobody raps to him, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit, he just by himself. Nobody raps to him. But if something will go down, like if he was to get jumped or something, like we would be there regardless. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just we didn't show them some tough type of love. I would say.
So it's like nobody's gonna bust with him. He ain't gonna play handball with nobody. Like no gambling,
Yeah.
right?
Basically, that fool's punished, dog. Basically,
Yeah.
and language, that fool's he's out of punishment, like he's grounded from hanging with the homies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then after that, you violated after you got that discipline and you fucked up again. Then you're getting touched up. You get disciplined and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause now you're fucking up and you need to fucking be on your toes, ponte los pilas and shit.
So if you get touched up, are you getting touched up in the opens, or are you gonna catch is that in the blinds, or is it like fuck it, like?
Now you get touched up in the blinds because we don't want to kind of show up there like that we're feuding, trying to feud against each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we try to keep that shit separate and only to our knowledge. So we don't have more at the time. So motherfuckers don't be trying to clown like, oh, look at this fool. His homies are fucking him up and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just probably try to keep our shit just on the low. Then if you
And
fucked up after that, dog, it was just you're done. Nobody fucks with you.
So it's like so it's not like getting dropped leva or anything like that. Is there a name for it, or what happens at that point?
Well, after the third point, it's basically like your level, but at that time, they didn't call it like your level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was like that fool's basically that fool don't bang. They were like, oh, that fool don't bang no more.
Damn.
type shit.
What if somebody's like, what if they fucked up, but like they were like, nah, hell no, I'm still want to bang, like fuck that shit.
Now you get some of the homies like that, dog, up there, and hey, I have nothing. When I ran into some of those homies, fool, I was like, I got nothing but love for you, and I will fuck with them, dog, no matter what. Cause
Yeah.
that shows to me, like, homie, like, homie, like, this shit ain't nothing, dog. Like, I'm still gonna do my thing,
Mm-hmm.
and shit. And I was like, when I was up there, I was like the only one from the hood for like a long minute, dog,
Yeah.
for like a long ass minute. And shit, and I was up there holding my own, and then fucking, fucking, the homie King, the homie Bad Boy rolled up from Paso. He rolled up. He was an Amador, and then the homie Lil Viento rolled up. Not like months after him. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, Speed Man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I was up there for a minute, dog, just holding it down, fucking doing what we needed to do up there and shit.
Were there any times where you were like, there were more of anybody you were going at it with, and like that was like, you still had to get off, where it's like, fuck, like 3-on-10 or 7 or some shit like that?
Yeah, actually, on Glenn, we had to kick it off. It was just three of us, dog. It was just three of us, and and one bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
But the bulldog, that was the homie's family, the homie Triste from Barrosanger. I think that was his people's. Happy, he was a bulldog. But it was
Yeah.
only like three of us, dog. Me, my boy Güeros from Pocos Pero Locos up north, from Madeira, and then the homie Travieso from Barrio Los Ares. While we got off, dog, in the gym on a rainy day and shit, dog, it was like 3 on like 15
Yeah.
or 4. That was a pretty good one.
Damn, man, how's that? Are you just like, fuck it, man? Like it is what it is. We don't get this shit.
Yeah, dog, it's what you have to be, dog. It is what it is, dog. You just gotta just do your thing. Try not to fall, dog.
Yeah, like that's a lot of feet going to your direction. You know what I mean? If you do fall.
Hell yeah, dog. So, you know what I mean? It was cool. I like it. That was a pretty good one, dog. That fool didn't do too much damage, though.
Yeah, it's a trip. And fucking what do the staff do at that point? Like, do they just take everybody out of the cottage, or do they try to bring more Southsiders to balance it, or like
Fool. They don't try to bring no Southsiders to balance shit. If anything, dog, they just try to get rid of us, dog.
Yeah.
Like to another facility. Because they don't want to have to deal with those issues there, dog. You know what I mean?
How did they end up getting you out of there?
Yeah, they got me out of there because fucking they sent me to their compa, dog, where all the norteños were, called down north there. And shit, dog. Got there, the fools trying to the fools ran a train on me back to back, dog. It was doing sheet change.
Yeah.
Did my thing, dog. I dropped the first fool, bow. And then I started getting off on the other fools because when I dropped in, they tried to get at me. They're like, fuck, dog. And fools got at me. So I just started getting off on the 2 fools while the other fool was dropped between the mattresses.
Yeah.
And then fucking, I went to the hole for that, to the little lockup thing. While I was in there, the homie bouncer from Santa Monica came. And then a week later, the homie Lil Dopey from the homie Lil Dreamer from Otay came, San Diego. And saying this, and it was just 3 of us still, dog. Where I was just only 3.
Real quick, because I know some people might not know the lingo, what you meant by running a train. That's just like you're getting down back to back. You know what I mean? Like it's one after the other. You know what I mean? Just in case nobody knows, you don't get shit. You mean twisted and shit. Like what he means by that is you get down with one cat, another one jumps in, you're getting down with him. It's like nonstop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So go ahead. The homie rolls through, and what happens?
So after when I come out the hole, like man, the homie bouncer from Santa Monica's there. About a week later or so, get the homie Dreamer from Otay. He shows up, dog, and fucking, we ended up fucking doing our thing, dog. Kicked it off there, dog. And then they fucking Dreamer was still there. They shot Bouncer out and fucking, and then they ran it. They tried to run it back, dog.
Yeah.
They tried to run it back and shit in the trade, but we were already on it. So we got off on the first, dog. And they transferred those fools out because they were like, fuck, there's too many of these fools. They're gonna keep coming at these fools. So they try to balance it out right there. I would say one time, dog.
Yeah.
And then so after like a lot of the older cats of the Norteños left.
Where they go like Chad or Preston?
Someone Preston and Chad and shit. And some went to Nellis, dog, and shit, because they were trying to shoot motherfuckers back to Nellis and shit. So, man, they went back they shot some fools to Nellis and shit, dog, and then they brought a whole different wave, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were right there up doing our thing for a minute. And then, after about, about a year, not even, dog, about close to about a year or so, that shit, they cut the transfers to Nellis. They started breaking because they were they shot the Bulldogs and the Tornadoes back up north, dog. They're like, fuck that, because it was too much drama down there, dog. They were kind of too much hell. Homies were fucking their fools were getting done up. You know what I mean? So they brought them up back this way, but when they came back up north this way, they had a gang. There was a gang of animosity, dog.
Yeah.
Like, because at the time, it was supposed to be feeding with the Bulldogs, dog. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of them fools came back from Nellis and shit. They came with animosity, dog. Back with animosity from getting done dirty down there. Hey, I don't blame them. You know what I mean? It is what it is, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Anyone like people don't realize that gang banging. If you have the numbers, no matter what side you're on, you're gonna ride. You're gonna try to smash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes you're in the winning end, sometimes you're in the losing end. Fuck it. You're gonna ride it out like a G.
Yeah. So them folks came back with a gang of animosity, dog. And then they were going at it with the Norteños too. So bam, dog. So when they came back up north, dog, 2H and that shit, and we got like 3-4 busloads, dog, of them fools coming back. So it was a gang of them fools, dog. And at the time, in the whole institution of OH, dog,
yeah,
there was about maybe, fuck, dog, I would say 25 homies, dog, in the whole institution.
Yeah.
And then, the majority of the homies were on like Amador and Butte, dog, which was the drug compas, kind of, you know what I mean? So a gang of homies were over there, dog, and motherfuckers like me, they still had time to do it, and the other homies like Dreamer and fucking Wedo and them, fool. Yeah, dog, we were over there fucking stuck like Chuck.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't give a fuck, dog. But anyways, that fools came back, and it was hell, dog, because that fools just started just going off, dog, like haywire, like fireworks. And then back to how they shot me back to Dallas is there was this one night, dog, after movie night, they had thrown a movie on, and then we were going. It was lockdown time to go to call it a night.
Yeah.
And I had a funny feeling, dog. So I was like, fuck it. I had me a pack ready, dog, and shit. And then sure enough, dog, these fools fucking they kick it off, dog, and I had some fools. These fools they start getting at the Bulldogs first, dog, and then these fools try to get at me, dog. And at that time, fucking the homie Dreamer was in lockup, and so I was the only one. And then there was like 2 Bulldogs that they were getting smashed on, dog. And that fools got done up, fool. And For I served them fools, dog, by myself, carnal. No bullshit.
Yeah.
Boy, it was funny, because even the Hudas were talking about that shit, dog. Like, it was funny, dog. I just couldn't believe it myself.
Because you had the package shit, so you were handy with that shit.
Yeah, fool, but eventually that shit busted open, dog.
Yeah.
And then I started serving this food, dog, and then I dropped that food, dog, and then some fool tried to poke me with a paper clip, dog.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so and that shit didn't work. And I ended up that fool ended up locking up. I ended up serving that fool, and then I just started getting off on his other homie. There was cutting up that bulldog. I went and fucking helped out that fool, because that fool was all right, dog. So I went and helped that fool out. And then by that time, fool, they came, they slammed me down. Now and fucking took us to lock up. And shit, dog. Then I was fucking in lock up for it until they shot me back to Nellis.
Now, before we get to now, let me ask: is there any other place like that you're aware of where it's just constant animosity? Because I know there's a lot of places where they say you can feel the tension. You know what I mean? But what I trip out on YA is just that there's constant animosity, and you could kick off. You know what I mean? Have you ever been to another place where it's just constant like that, where like fucking, it's just like an angry ass place?
Fool, that's YTS for you, my boy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
That's YTS for you, dog.
Well, let's get back down to Nellis. So, how did you feel when they told you, like, that's it, you're out of here, you're going back down south?
Hey, fool, I felt feed me. I was like, fuck, now I can get visits. Because I was up there, fool, I didn't get no visits, my boy. Out of the whole time I was up there, dog, I didn't get no visits, my boy. It was a lonely journey for me.
Damn.
And that shit used to break my heart before I see the homies go visit. I'm like, fuck, dog. Let me catch a visit one time.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get a bus ride back. How's that bus ride?
Oh, that bus, fuck yeah, dog. I couldn't wait till I got back, dog. And I was like, fuck it, dog. And by that time, I was already a little older. You know what I mean? Had a little more experience under my belt, dog. It's a little more wiser, little more headstrong as shit, dog. More hip on all the mind games, all the other little bullshit politics. You know what I mean? That come with being in YA. So I was like, so I was like low key already like self prepared, dog.
Yeah.
For my second round at Nellis, at Fred's place. So when I got back to Dallas, it was feeding. I went back to the same steps, fucking hit Truman, work the kitchen, until you get go to your compa.
Yeah.
Go to Speedman. That shit was tight, dog. It felt better, dog.
Yeah, what car did you end up at?
Well, I went from Truman, I went to Washington, dog. And I was right there at Washington. And shit, I was just right there. I was right there for a bit, dog. For about I was on Washington for about, I want to say, almost about a year. And then, fuck, dog. It kicked off, fool, with the blacks.
Yeah.
Right there. Fool and shit. And after it kicked off with the blacks, I went to fucking to Nixon, dog. I did like a 6-month Nixon program. Got back out of Nixon, and I went. The motherfucker shot me back to Washington.
Yeah.
I guess those were the only beds that were open. So went back there, dog. Fucking the homie little Gordo was still there. So what? The homie little Gordo recipes was still there. So which was speeding me, dog. You know what I mean? Then I met my boy, my Ranfla, a little Veneno for Colonia Chiques from the Cowboys right there. The homie Dopey from Florencia, from the Little Rascals. And shit, Widget, my boy Loquito from 204. And shit, a lot of female camaradas, dog. You know?
Yeah.
They're still there, but there's a lot of different new faces too from coming from Nixon, you know what I mean? The lockup program.
Yeah.
And shit. And that's how That's how me, Fernando from Colona Chicas, and the homie Dopey from fucking Sasa Florencia from the Little Rascals became tight because they tried their two fools from Mason trying to do that fool dirty, dog,
Yeah.
and shit. And the homie wasn't no bitch, dog, and they were trying to say that that fool's no good. And then the homie Veneno for Colona Chicas comes and lets me know. He comes tells me, hey, dog, I seen your number. I know you've been around, so hey, dog, I think they're doing this for dirty, like, and shit like that. So he laced me up on the situation. I didn't try to do him. I was like, oh, that's foul, dog. But he handled his business, dog. He handled his business with them fools. He got both of them fools, to be honest. And that's how us three became tight, dog.
Did you notice a difference between like OH and Nellis when it came to like mind games and favoritism and shit like that?
Oh hell yeah, it was a definitely different fucking setting, dog. Different atmosphere. Cause now we're back down in that. It's gangbang time. It's gangbang central, dog. You know what I mean? So your enemy got to take off on sight. You know what I mean? And like up north, dog, it's like you really can't have that, dog. You know what I mean? Like, say we're up north and one of your enemigos comes and you want to catch a fade with them, dog, because you know what I mean? That's part of gangbanging, you know what I mean? Like, I need to get down with this fool, but you fool say we can't get down, but I want to get down with this fool because and we don't fuck with each other like that, but we're in a situation where like we need to fuck with each other like that. I just want to let this fool know that like, hey, I'm gonna touch you up real quick.
Yeah.
But that's it. And when you get to Dallas, you don't have to worry about none of that, dog. Like you could just be like, man, I'm gonna fuck your auto, and just handle your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So fucking.
That's what I liked about that shit.
Yeah. And you guys when you got to Washington, was it pretty sold up already, or were you part of getting that shit sold up? Because you know I ended up going there after. You know what I mean? When you left, I ended up going over there with Loquito and all them. That shit was sold the fuck up. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, because I came from Hayes. You know what I mean? The Hayes wasn't sold up.
Oh,
so
nah.
I felt like day and night, like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like shit. Was it already sold up when you got there?
Like when I first got there, dog, the first time, it was FEMA, dog. The homie fucking Dogie from Street Villains had it feed me already. You know what I mean? It was feeding me. It was a tight little shift. But then after the Rayeta jumped off and shit, dog, like we were like, I was waiting for a second. When I was in lockout, I was waiting for here another second round to go because after fucking they moved us out and shit.
Yeah.
A gang of them motherfuckers were still bumping gums, talking madness.
Yeah.
So and disrespecting, dog, the Almighty and shit. Well, people don't know what the Almighty means. That's the suit. So I was like, nah, that don't ride. So I don't know what happened, dog. Like, cause fucking I didn't hear no light or anything. I don't know if these fools caught the blues or not. But I know after I went back the second time, dog. Yeah, I had a little part to do with that shit with the homies that was still there, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just got that shit tight, dog. Did that shit tight. So there wouldn't be no more fucking none of that bullshit jumping off, dog. No fucking fun and games.
Yeah, hell yeah. And how long did you stay there in the second time?
I was there the second time, right there at Washington. I was there for what about a year and a half, dog, and then I went to TS in like 2001, 2000.
Why'd they send you to TS?
Oh, because at that time, fool, I get there. Nallis was already old. The inmate population of what you would say of motherfuckers at our age around that time, fool, was running low, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Because everybody was like going to the glass house, was losing finishes, dog. So everybody was basically getting tried as adults around that time now, dog. You know?
Yeah,
So
because that's in 2000. A lot of people don't know. In 2000, they passed Prop 21, where fucking you lose before you have to fight your fitness if you're 16 and over, right? So
yeah,
Pat, he got lucky because I was like, oh shit, I get to go to YA. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
in 2000, if you got busted after that shit passed, then what happens is they at 14 and up. You know what I mean? So all the cats that were like fucking younger, they could go to the joint now too, and
yeah,
they don't have to fight their fitness. The DA decide. So yeah,
yeah,
so that made the population drop.
yeah. That's when everybody started coming with M numbers and shit, dog. You know? They started those M numbers back up and shit. And so then after that, I went to TS. But yeah, man, that time that shit was crazy. Cause I remember fucking they broke into fucking canteen in Alice.
Yeah,
That shit
yeah.
was crazy, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck.
I remember, yeah, I remember that when that shit happened, you had the homie, Wicked from La Habra escaped. You know, he fucking,
Yeah.
yeah, that fool got, that fool escaped. You just had all kinds of crazy shit going on. But fucking, did you ever have to get in the school area in the bin?
Yo, plenty of time I got into it for Northside Bowling. Who else? Fools with Northside Bowling. The fool from Harbor Lomas. Fucking some fools from some shit in Oxnard because my boy Veneno was beefing with them, so that was my ranfla.
Yeah.
So plenty of times, dog. You know what I mean? The bin was the shit.
Yeah. So explain that to us. Like, say you said you got into it with somebody because they were enemigas with your rampla, right? Like,
Yeah.
how common is that? And do you take that like that's your enemiga too? Do you smash them the same way, or to you is it just handling business?
Well, it's basically like that was my boy, so that's like that was like his enemies were my enemies, basically, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know what I mean. So if he'll smash and like if I caught that four around the bend, that four already knew what time it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like basically, are you my brother's keeper at that point in time?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No. Yeah, I agree. The only reason I asked is that I had that same mentality. You know what I mean? Like my boy was Diablo from Venice. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
fucking when his enemigas roll through, like I treated them like they're my enemigas. And some homies would be like, "Hey, fool, what are you tripping on?" You know what I mean? Man, I'm gonna go fuck. That's my boy. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's how we felt, dog. You know what I mean? Shit, so that's how it worked. And then the homie ended up going home, dog, and shit for Nellis, and then for Nelly, after he went home, like a few months later, they shot me to TS.
And how was it in TS?
Now TS is a whole different ball game, dog. They say TS it was like if you were a feedman in Nellis, like if you were level in Nellis, you were gonna be feedman in TS. Which in my eyes, I feel like you have some, you can have there could be some redeemness there,
Yeah.
and then some. I guess depending on the fucking your situation, dog.
Yeah.
Like, like if you were sucking dick or something, nah, homie, you're gonna stay sucking dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you were a feedman, cause fuck, this vato had favoritism and he had more boys and shit, and they're like, well, fuck that fool's level now, and then you know what I mean? Then that's understandable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you just be like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna smash all these fools in. Y'all get down with all these fools, and then you know what I mean? Do what I need to do here.
Yeah.
And shit, cause there was a lot of that shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like, well, that fool's level, cause fuck him. That's my boy's enemiga, so that fool's level. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with him.
Yeah. I interviewed Beaver from Northside Bowling. One of the first interviews I did. And
I socked that fool out.
yeah, and he was telling me, he was telling me like he had a rough, and it was basically because his enemigas, because the bus, you know what I mean? But he, like he said, like he did his thing. I mean, he got down. You know, he got down for his.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So fucking So yeah, so if you see, so you say if you go to TS and like it was favoritism like that, like they had a chance to like redeem themselves or be feeding up there. Well, he was feeding already in Dallas. You know, I'm just giving that example though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like so if it was something along those lines, then you can redeem yourself up there. But like if you're like straight like weenie, like fuck no, like sexual favors, like hell no. You know what I mean? Like fucking we get mopped
Let
up.
fools all with that ass grab shit, chale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So fucking so when you get there, you get into any conflicts right away, or is it kind of chill at first?
When I got a TS, dog, it was chill, dog. It was chill at first, dog. And it was super chill at first, dog. Fucking got off the bus, and there was only three of us that rode up the TS, dog. When I transpacked over there, it
Yeah,
was me and I don't know if you remember that fool. Some fool Smokey from Harbor Lomas.
yeah. I heard about him. I don't think I ever ran into him, but I know he was in Alice the same time. Yeah, he had to have been the same time I was there because when you left, I was there already.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's one of the fools I socked up too. While we got down and
Yeah,
shit, dog. Wow, fucking me, him, and then some black vato, some fool Brazy Roo from Compton, from West Side Pyru.
yeah,
And shit was on the up street, dog. And they shot us to TS, then we fucking with it right there at TS to the fucking to the warehouse. So I met Munchie from Puente and the homie Cubby from Azusa was there. I remember him from Nellis. And then and it's somebody else, dog, I don't remember. But I remember them two cats. And then they gave us our shit, fucking take our tattoo, pictures of our tattoos and all that other shit, and they shoot us to A and B.
yeah,
A and B at the time was reception, dog. Right there, reception. Um, that's where I fucking that fool Shady Boy, the one that wanted to start banging Navarro,
yeah,
the Borrole,
yeah,
Borro rest in peace, let and fucking shit. He was there, and because they had transpacked him from Taft straight over there
yeah,
about 2 weeks before me. So he was there, and fucking, and then I was on a tier by myself. He was on another tier, and then the homies were upstairs on E and F and shit. The homie Jerry, the homie Booby, and then Morro, and then fucking and Black Bobby
yeah,
and shit. They were upstairs. So we should rap through the vents and shit every now and then, which was feeding me, dog. Sometimes the homies will shoot a tray because the homie Booby was working KP, the kitchen. So
yeah.
he'll shoot like a tray down. I'm like, hey, get this to my homies and fucking in this cell. So we'll get that little love every now and then
Oh yeah,
and shit. But after a while, dude, once you hit the main line, dog, that's where it be popping.
yeah,
Cause I remember being on A and B getting ready for trade. I'm like, trades canceled because you got WNX kicking it off.
yeah,
After they fucking kick it off, you got fucking G and H kicking it off or S&T.
yeah.
So it was crazy, dog. Then
And did
sometimes you
you
heard a chopper.
when I got to the TS, I chipped out on the different stilos from people from different institutions. Did you ever chip out on that? Like catch Mapaso a certain way and then catch from Preston? But like to me it was a trip, you know what I mean? Like they all had different stilos and shit. Or did you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I tripped out on that, but not too much because like that's how I was able to identify like oh this fool's from up north and shit
Yeah,
because I would recognize some of their type of steelers. They're homie steelers from up north. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Because I had been up there, so like, oh, this homie's from up north somewhere. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like, I seen it, but I really didn't pay too mind.
yeah. No, I just used to trip out on that, you know what I mean? That shit was a trip. Like fucking because you can see like just subtle differences, but it's like we're all we're all the same, you know, we're all the same, but it's just like different institutions, you catch different lingo, different way of doing things. It was just a trip, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So fucking how soon after you got there did it take for something to kick off?
Well, actually, when they were fucking, I was running into A and B. It was around like dinner time, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then at that time they were going. I guess they were doing like a night yard
Yeah.
for one of the units, dog. And then when I was walking into A and B, that shit went down.
Damn.
They told me to get down, and then I looked across the field, and that shit was just going down in the little cages they had us in.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, just tripping out on it.
Yeah. And what unit did you get transferred to when you left the orientation?
I went up north. I went upstairs. I mean to E&F,
All
cause
right, right.
so I went straight up. I went straight upstairs to E&F, which was feed me, cause man, the homies were there already. Dog, we were like four
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
We were like four deep right there and shit. So it was cool, dog. I went there, and then fucking put me on the opposite tira, cause fucking Jerry and Moro we're fucking we're on F, but on F fucking 1 through fucking 12 or whatever the fuck they have them numbered as.
Yeah.
And I was on the other wing from
Yeah.
fucking 20 to like, I don't know, fucking some fucking number, I forgot, dog. But I was on the opposite wing. And then Bobby was on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, Booby on the E wing. So it was cool, dog. Then fucking after that, we were there for like a couple months, and then they shut E&F down for remodeling, I guess. And then
Yeah.
we moved over to fucking to what was it? To G&H, dog.
Yeah.
And shit, cause that's when they started putting in the sliding doors, the
Yeah.
electrical sliding doors. So they fucking moved to G&H. Now and then and shit, dog. And we were right there for a bit. They
All right.
fucking they shut that shit down and they moved us downstairs to C&D. And we were there for a minute, dog. That's where we ran to the homie Lil Potro showed up when we were right there. And shit, and we got 5 deep.
Yeah.
And shit,
And
it
then
was cool, dog.
did you guys ever have to get off on anybody? Like, did you guys ever have the chance to be in a riot with anybody? Like with each other? Like fucking
Like fucking me and Lil Potro after like cause after they moved us to C&D and shit, they were doing all this remodeling and shit. So they closed down C&D and then they shot me to W and X.
yeah.
They're dispersing people to W and X, K and L, and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fucking when I found out I was going to W and X, the homie Lil Potro was going to W and X. They were like, fuck it, do you food want to? So fuck it, fool, we'll sell up when we get there. So they found out we wanted to sell up, so they're like, fuck it. They moved us together over there.
Yeah.
So we hit W and X together, dog. Me and Lil Potro were selling for about like for like about like 2.5, 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah, me and that fool were selling for like 2.5, 3 years, dog. Causing a ruckus.
Yeah. What kind of shit were you guys getting into?
We were fucking jumping into amigas, fucking fucking a riot together, dog. Fucking full fuck smoking. We were getting high and smoking hierba together, dog.
Yeah.
We were doing the most, dog.
And how long did you end up staying in TS?
Fuck, I stayed in TS for fucking Got there in like what, 2000, 2001, and then I picked up a case in early 2005, dog.
Yeah.
Well,
So let me ask.
me,
Let me rewind it a little bit. When you get to that 7 year mark, when you hit 20 years old, were you already maxed out at that point, or were you, or did you still have a chance of paroling?
hell nah, I was already maxed out, dog. I was
Damn.
already, I was already fucking maxed out. So I was like, so I was just coasting. I didn't give a fuck. I was just, it is what it is. I was just doing my time, living life, smoking weed, doing clavo all up in that motherfucker, dog. And so it was time the motherfuckers let me out.
Damn.
But then fucking got that case in '05 right there with some solid ass camaradas. My boy Loquito from 204, my boy Vando, Crimey from Otay, and the homie Andy Boy Fish from F Troop.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened there?
Fucking, we were all working in the warehouse, dog. We had it sold up. We had the warehouse sold up, dog. It was just us, fool. Cause where that shit sold up, dog, we used to call Travi, like the homie Travieso. We should
Yeah.
we tell her, what I say, call that fool to the warehouse to come kick it. Come to the warehouse, dog, and we'd just be big smoking, dog, just big smoking yerba, rolling P dogs, fucking putting scante in the shit, dog. We should be doing all kind of, be doing the most right there.
Yeah.
That shit was feeding me, dog, in TS. Motherfuckers see so much fuckers get strung out in TS, dog, it ain't funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I see some shit. I was like, damn, that's all bad. And you're like, fuck, like, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Fucking Well, what happened? What happened? What made you? How'd you guys catch the case? What happened?
Oh, fucking, we were coming back from, we are going back from the warehouse to trade, dog, to the buildings, back to the unit for lunch. So, and we're going back for lunch to our blocks, and they happen to let this black vato out. Some green lighter from Lincoln Park Blood, San Diego.
Yeah.
So fucking that fool is coming down the tray line, going to board, and he bumps it. He bumps it to us. We're going the opposite direction to our building, and he's going to board, which is the opposite direction back towards trade. So fucking, he's like, hey, you guys essays? You guys essays? He's like, yeah, what's up, homie? He's like, I'm a green lighter. So we just did him up, dog.
So,
Right
so
in
let
front
me,
of that.
if he would have never approached you guys, could he have gotten away with like going unnoticed?
Pretty
Like,
much, dog. Because they weren't
damn.
they weren't letting
Yeah.
no, yeah, pretty much, because they weren't letting no green lighters out, dog, at that
Yeah.
and shit, dog. Supposedly. So that fool, I give it to him, dog. He let his shit be known. I give him that
Yeah.
much. But he took an ass beating.
So what did you think when he said like, I'm a green lighter? Were you like surprised? Like, what the fuck?
Fool, what's that shit? I didn't even think, dog. He said I'm a green lighter. I just cracked him.
Yeah.
I just cracked him. As soon as I cracked him, dog, we started getting down. That fool didn't have no chance, dog. Like the homie was right here on the side of us. And that once I cracked them, fool, we started getting down. The homie cracked them, he started getting down, and the other homie cracked them, started getting down.
Damn.
So, and after that, it was all bad, dog.
And let me explain to in case somebody doesn't know what a green lighter is in YA. A green lighter is somebody, they basically disrespect, you know, the Sud or Mexicans or anything. You know, it could be anything that's affiliated with us. You know what I mean? If they disrespect it, then it's on site. Like you see him, you gotta rush him. And if he made it be known, he knew that he was in a, he knew what time it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you guys are getting him, and what happens? Like you guys are jumping him and shit.
Fool, we're doing them up, dog. Hey, and then what trips out, dog? Because it was right under that tower, dog, in TS before you go to
Yeah,
trade, right? So it was right
yeah.
under that tower, dog. Hey, fool, we stomped that fool up for like 5-10 minutes, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, between like somewhere around between like a little over 5 and 10 minutes, dog. Cause they had an airlift, homeboy.
Damn. So the helicopter had to come and get him.
Yeah, the chopper came to get him. And then we had to wait to see if they were gonna for our case, because they wanted that fool to wake up out of his coma first before they were gonna see what they were gonna try to pin on us.
Did they send you guys to the Rock?
Not at first. At first, we were in different fucking lockups, dog. You know how it is in the
The
back.
hotels and shit.
Yeah, we were in the holding tanks, dog, in the holding cell. And I was when that shit happened, I went to M&N.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's where I think Little Stabs was right there. Fucking Little Doobie's punk ass. And Travi, Little Muppet. I think somebody else from Nevada was right there too, dog. But that's where I was at. But I was just, and then fucking, I used to show where the workers. They tell my homies I'm back here. That fuck, fuck got a case.
Damn. Well, what happens when they tell you that they're gonna? So he wakes up out of the coma, and what happens when they tell you like, yeah, you guys are gonna get a case for this shit? What are you thinking? Like, how close are you to maxing out at that point? Like going home?
Wow. I was maxed out already, dog. So I was like 2 years, like I was about like 18 months from the pad, dog.
Yeah. Damn. So you're about what 23 at that point? So you already did what like 10 years?
Yeah.
Damn. So you already did 10 years, and then fucking you're about to get out in about a year and a half, and then you catch this case. What are you thinking at that point?
I was mad as fuck. That's it. I was mad, dog. Like, and that was the one thing I used to tell myself, like, fuck. If I go to the joint, I want to get out first, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, son of a bitch, dog. And then when they told me that shit that the DA was picking up our case, I was like, son of a bitch, Holmes. Like, that buzzer, I had that buzzer look, dog. Like, yo, verga.
Yeah.
And then my little runner at that time, dog, was like, what happened? You're doing so good.
Yeah.
I was like, shit happens.
Damn. And how long did they end up giving you for that?
Fucking, we ended up taking a deal, dog. To be honest, fucking, me and homie Andy were gonna take it to the box.
Yeah.
And but then we just said we got tired, dog. Like, no what, fuck it. He's like, let's just sign, dog. You want to sign? Because I wasn't gonna sign, dog, and he was not gonna sign unless I signed, or I wasn't gonna sign unless he signed. So we were like, fuck that, dog. So we're like, fuck it, dog. Let's just get this shit over with.
Yeah.
So we just signed. We got about 18 months, dog.
Oh, it's not too bad. So you can get out around the same time then.
Yeah, they had that shit run concurrent.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
And did it feel like trippy to get out of YA and be in the joint? Where did you feel like, whoa, shit, like a little different, like fucking? Did it feel kind of like you were closer to the pad at that point?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, it was different, dog. And I was like, just kind of fucking, just like, fuck, dog. I was already in TS, which was closer to my pad. Now I'm about to catch a joint. Now I'm fucking about a parole from fuck. Who in the fuck knows where? So I was like, son of a bitch. And then I was like, my head, I was like, it's a whole different ball game now, dog. And then knowing that, getting the older homies or the homies in the joint, they're like, YA babies, dog. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these motherfuckers are fucked up. They just come to fucking cause some desmadre.
Yeah.
And shit.
Okay. So did you end up doing the 18 months right there?
Actually, I did my 18 months. Well, I did like about a year, dog.
Yeah.
Over there, a little over here, and then fucking TS came to pick me up for when I parole from the joint.
Oh fuck.
Fuck. I parole from the joint. They were letting me out early, dog. Which I was supposed to get out like about a day or so, like 2 days prior, dog. Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, and then they came and woke me up, and they were like, "Hey, bro, you roll your shit up. You're out of here, going home." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Feed me." I was like, "These motherfuckers letting me out a couple days early." Nah, dog. I was when them motherfuckers, I was waiting to catch the bus, whatever, dog. These motherfuckers came and like, "Yeah, we're here to transport you back to motherfucking YTS."
Ah, fuck. How'd you feel at that point?
I was mad, dog. I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought I was done. Like, they're like, "Nope." So I had to go back to TS, dog, which was not too bad. I went back to TS, was there for a bit, dog, again, and
Yeah.
shit. And got into a little desmadre right there, and fucking, and then I got violated, dog. I got a parole violation in psych jail, carnal,
Shit. For what?
for for a riot.
Yeah. Let me ask before you get into that though. At this point, is YTS way different at this point? Because I know a lot of people probably had left and shit. Like, is it brand new? Like, or is it pretty much the same catch you knew before?
Nah, it's different. When I left TS, dog, it it had that racist shit, dog, but it wasn't like that, like that fucking at your throat type shit, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was like when I left TS, it was like, all right, I had a problem before and we got down, then it's going down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it was, dog. Like it wasn't nobody was trying to kick it out for no reason. Cause that's how when I got back from when I went back to TS, that's how it was. Dog. It was like super racist, and it was like I understand racism and shit, dog, but it was like when I left TS, there were I seen fools. They were fucking. They weren't with the business like that. All of a sudden, did a whole turnaround, and them fools are super racist, getting fucking NK for fucking. And I'm like, homie, when I left, you weren't even with the business, the function like that. You were just, and now all of a sudden,
You think
it
they
was
did that? You think maybe some of them did that because they fucking found like, oh, maybe I'll gain acceptance this way. Like, I'll be looked at as a writer if I smash on their basically perceived enemies. You know what I mean? The other side. You know what I mean? So they're like,
yeah, yeah, of
easy.
course. That's why a lot of them did that shit. A lot of cats went and got those lame shits like that, dog. Like, and I used to just trip out, dog, because I was like, man, these fools you ain't even racist like that, dog. Like, you're half black, my boy. You know what I mean? So it's like I used to find that shit comical sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, fucking. So that riot ends up kicking off, and what happens?
Oh, I said, the riot kicks off, dog. And the fuck, it's on the way back from fucking visiting, dog.
Yeah,
So we're right, we're mobbing back from visiting, and it's like I wouldn't call it a riot, dog. Maybe like a little rumble
yeah,
and shit, cause it was basically like what? It was like four of us and like five, five or six of them cats, dog. You know what I mean? So we get into a little dispute right there, dog. And shit. And so we had to get it off right there on a trade line, dog. And it's a little rumble, just there, we're just going at it, everybody. And fucking they can't break it up. And take us to the hole, dog, and then about fucking and the fucked up thing about it, dog, is they violated me months later after the incident.
oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, cause we fucking after that shit went down, they all took us back to our respectable companies and shit, dog, whatever. Ooh, we gave us our level Bs or whatnot, you know what I mean? And then went about our business, dog. So after that, I was fucking on WNX, and for WNX, they shot me back. They shot me from WNX to ENF and shit. And then at ENF, that I wasn't even there, dog, for more than fucking 25, 30 minutes, dog. As soon as I got there, they put me in my cell, and then the motherfucker said, "Don't pack your shit. You're going to the Rock. We're gonna send you to we're sending you to the Rock, and we're gonna wait for your parole officer to come talk to you."
Oh fuck.
I was like, "What the fuck? My parole officer is like, who the fuck is my parole officer?" Yeah, you got a state parole officer since you're over here on state parole. And I was like, how the fuck does that work? I'm on parole and I'm in jail. I was like, this fucking shit is crazy. So they shot me to the Rock, dog, and then I was there at the Rock till my parole officer came and told me they're violating me, dog. And then from there, I had to wait for my transplant to go back to the joint to do my time, dog, do my year flat. He gave me a year flat.
Damn.
After that year flat, fool, I was free like a bird.
Damn. So you get out free, and do you ever go back?
Nah, dog. I was just out after that.
Well, what was it that prevented you from going back?
Fucking just I don't know, dog. To be honest, like, cause like I didn't go. Wow, like to go. I went back, but I didn't go back and do like no major time, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went back. I did like hit the county, got out like for some like fucking possession. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that. Then got out on those propositions type shit. You know?
Yeah.
But as far as I remember, I didn't go back and do like no major term or anything. But I just started to fucking I don't know, dog. Just being in there all those fucking years, I was like, you know what I mean? I want to see what this shit out here is about.
And how long was it from the time you were 13 to when?
I got out when I was like 26, dog.
It's about 13 years.
Yeah, I did like 14 and a half. Cause I got out when I was like, going on my like 26th birthday.
All right. Yeah. So fucking so you do all that time and you get out and when was that when you got out? What year?
I got out in 2000, like 2008, dog.
Damn. So from 2008 to now, you ever went back like for anything major? So you must have changed your life around somehow. How did you end up doing that? Like how was it a gradual change, like, or was it something that just happened like all at once?
Nah, it was like a gradual change, my boy. It was like, cause I was still fucking up, but I was more of aware, like, fucking the shit I was doing, as to say back then, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be sloppy with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To this time, like, I'll be fucking around with the homies and shit, or doing whatever the fuck I was doing, dog. But I was more aware, more clean about my shit, dog, and handling my business, depending whatever business I was doing. You know what I mean? Whether I was gang banging or selling dope or whatever the fuck, you know. So I was just like, just more alert, more cautious, dog. Just figuring better ways to handle my shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get fucking caught up with with Johnny Five.
Yeah. And then and now what are you doing?
Now dog, I just fucking got a family now, dog. Got married, got 3 beautiful kids, and shit. And that shit just motivates me now, dog. Just wake up every day, grind, dog. Fucking go to work, come home, make sure my fucking my family's healthy, my bills are paid, fucking go to the hood, you know what I mean? Chill with the homies every now and then and come home and do my thing, dog.
Yeah. Do you find it different chilling now with the as grown as men as opposed to was like? Because even though people think like when you're in your 20s, you're still kind of a kid. You know what I mean? To me, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Is it different now chilling nowadays as opposed to when you first got out of the YA in the joint?
Yeah, dog. Like, cause like you said, when I first got, I was still with that. I was like, man, fuck, I still want to run wild with the homies, dog, and just run them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit. And then, but after, dog, it's like, I don't know, dog. Like, I met a good female, and she started just showing me like a better way to live, dog. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like you can still be yourself, be with your homies and do your thing, and you can still and do your thing, and you could be better about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And shit, you could be smarter about it. You know?
Yeah. Hell yeah. And how's it been living as a father now? Is it a lot different than having responsibilities like that? How's that for you?
That's fucking stressful, dog.
Yeah.
It's stressful, dog. Stressful, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't change it though, dog. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't change it. You know what I mean? It's stressful like a motherfucker, dog. Making sure your kid's healthy, and especially with all this bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So it's a little stressful, dog, because I got to go to work and I'm out there in traffic. I don't know what motherfucker got what, or I could bring some shit home to my kids, my wife, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's stressful, but I like being a dad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you trip out? Are your kids way different than you were at your age?
Hell yeah, dog. I can't get like I try to tell him like I got my son. He's like 13, dog. I try to tell him, hey, go outside, run around, go ride your bike, go fucking bring the cops to my door or something for throwing rocks at a window or whatever the fuck, dog. Cause you be stuck in the pad just playing Xbox.
Yeah.
Like you ain't getting no type of activity, no type of fucking exercise, dog. You just fucking eat, sleep, and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like go outside, do something.
Yeah. Yeah. My kids are the same way. For me though, I look at it a little differently because I always look at it like, okay, I'm glad they're not doing what I was doing at their age because they like most of them passed a lot of like the stages that I would have went like I was going through at their age without going through it. You know what I mean? So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, like I'm just glad I don't have to visit them in jail. Like my pops had to visit me. You know what I mean? Like that shit would suck.
Yeah, yeah, that was suck. But and all in all, like I'm glad that they're different, dog. Like they're different and shit, and they don't do the shit that I do. But fuck, dog, I want them to go outside, dog.
Yeah, yeah, get some sun and some
Yeah,
sweat. Yeah,
yeah, go outside, do something, dog. Fucking play ding dong ditch or something, dog.
yeah, yeah.
But
And before we wrap it up, Chippy, is there anything else you want to say? Anything else? Any shout outs or anything?
nah, when we gonna kick it?
Soon, geez, soon as all this shit's done, you know what I mean? All this fucking coronavirus shit's over, you know what I mean? We'll link up, G, for sure.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, cause fucking the homies wanted to have a barbecue, dog. I told
Yeah,
them I'm down, but with all this shit going on, I'm pretty sure certain homies don't want to come around right now
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
So
well, we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up on that shit. But for now, I just want to tell everybody, thanks for checking in. We out. Peace.
all right.